our sponsors for working with POVPOOL. Again, 5 years with Kamui Tips. And you can check out Kamui Tips at KamuiRetailStore.com. Tiger Products, our second year with Tiger Products. Also want to thank, I know this is one pocket, but I also want to thank Marty Carey and the Marty Carey Jump Cue for working with POVPOOL now. We also want to tell you that we're streaming here for 5 days straight from California Billiard Club, located at 40510 Albrea Street, Fremont, California 94538. That's Fremont, California 94538, 40510 Albrea Street. Also, we want to thank Garrett Troop and the Sneaky Pete Mafia for working with POVPOOL. Thanks for promotional support. And we want to remind you that Sneaky Pete Mafia now has their magazine in hard copy format. So if you want to check out sneakypetemafia.com and you want to become a distributor for your home room, please contact Garrett Troop at sneakypetemafia.com. Okay, we're getting started right now between Dennis ORCOLLO and Brandon SHUFF. Shona SHUFF from Virginia is going to play Dennis ORCOLLO from the Philippines.
Brandon SHUFF on the lag. Last night we had the opportunity to watch Dennis ORCOLLO play some one pocket as well as banks pool with Tony Chohan. Dennis won all of it. He beat Tony 5-1 in a race to 5 playing one pocket last night.
With the little camera on the phone camera, it doesn't have it. Seven or 8 o'clock. This game should be. They have an effort play last night. They're on the big table. That for me to get on my phone. Oh, well, you can't. No, I don't. I don't do that. Too many people know me. They start texting. Hey, what's up? All day long. Six. This is going to replace it off. See the cheap. That's it. The five. The darkness over here to turn on the light. That's not bad. 12 gets 350. That ain't bad. $11,000 a prize money. Oh, shit. Sweet. Get up. Thank you. Should have got in, man. What's up, Coach? Ever walk in? You can sleep. It's okay. People next door sleep. Okay, Dennis, this thing. Pretty soon we're gonna have to get up there and show them the shoot. Pretty soon we're gonna have to get up there and show them the shoot. All the poop. Entertaining to look at. Poop bleach. Anybody got 13 now? What's electric shocks? Like that? You're gonna be taking one.
Hey guys, back with you now. Had to go out and take some photos of players for the real-time feed page, just to cover some of the action. Thanks to Geraldine, we got a good scoring. We got good scoring going on. And what have I walked into? Wow, SHUFF is up 6 to -1 on Dennis.
He made one.
Yes, yes. Is Dennis playing bad? What's going on? Or is Brendan playing good?
It was a tough rack. And then Brandon went on a shooting spree.
Okay. But he's playing for one ball. That was his game ball right there.
No, he had just made a ball when you were talking.
But he has 7, so that was his game ball. He missed.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Dennis plays a takeout and sends it back to Brendan shot side. I think it's makeable, and I think Brendan can thin this ball without scratching.
Really?
Yeah, I think he can. I think he can. He's just organizing in his mind where his cue ball is going to end up, or if there's a safer shot. And there is. It's the 11 ball. That's perfect. That's going in. Game 1.
Very nice.
Shonuff shove. Last night we got to see Dennis and Tony Chohan play. Dennis dominated, played really well. So I talked to Brandon for a little bit last night, and he said that he's playing really well these days.
That's nice to hear.
Yeah,
You don't hear a lot of pool players.
I know, right? How you hitting them?
I'm playing great.
Oh, I'm playing awesome. Do you hear that every day? No. It's like what, little Al Romero?
Yeah.
When he used to go on the road, he'd walk into the pool room. People would say, "Oh, I've never seen you play. How good are you?" "Oh, I'm real good. You need a lot of weight from me. You can't beat me even." Yeah, for those just joining us, this is the West Coast Challenge. It's a 3-day, one-pocket tournament, $5,000 added, and we're watching the second streamed match of the day between Brandon Schuff and Dennis ORCOLLO. This would be the second round. You can also find a bracket on my website, POVPOOL.com.
No, my website.
On the website. For pool and billiards on the West Coast, POVPOOL. Jeff Gray says he's just here for the chalk holder giveaway. You know, we are giving away chalk holders. POVPOOL chalk holders. And I'd love to give you a picture of one, but we left them at home. July 18th. Be at Good Times Billiards, working feverishly, setting up the live stream for the Johan Boosty match. Should be in town until like the 25th, something like that. Did you like that? Well, Dennis can certainly make a ball or two here, but maybe he's thinking about playing this combo. Yep. First. Wow, I think he tried to make that 11, or at least play the short side of the 4. or both, actually. Is that me? Another ball for Dennis. That's 2 now. Could cut the 7. Cut the 7. See, he's trying to maximize the ball count here. Wow. Cut the 2. Yeah, cut the 7. I like that shot. Ooh, he overcut it. So I think he's willing to take that chance because Brandon does have a ball on his side, but well, now he can make a lot more. Looks like Brandon's doubled up here, so he'll probably just make one of Dennis's balls. He'll tie up the game. It'll be 3-3 now. Dennis could get aggressive here. There's a 1-ball bank on. And he's not going to do that. He'll send his cue ball up table and bank the 14 to his side of the table. shooting at the 6. He tried to skim off the 7 and move the 7 toward his hole. That could have played out a lot differently. The 6 could have come back up and hit his cue ball again. But now Dennis will play this 1 ball. There's a time and a place for everything. Brandon didn't even think to consider this, which is interesting because the 1 was available last shot for Dennis, but I guess Brendan didn't take notice of it or note of it. Everybody misses. Volume's down. Brandon has a shot at this 1 ball. And I believe if he hits this thin enough, which he will hit it thin enough to make it, or even if he overcuts it, his cue ball probably avoid hitting the 7. Is the 5 in the 12 wire? No. Hmm. Dennis is going straight for the throat here. Dennis playing for 4. Table seems to be playing very well. Earlier yesterday, there was a bit of a roll. Both Dennis and Tony had complained about it. They fixed it. I played on the other table, table 30, which is right next to this table. And I have to say, I have no complaints about that table. And I'm sure this table's rolling perfectly now, too. Ernesto Dominguez came and did all the tables. Ernesto's currently at Hard Times Billiards, handling all of those tables for the upcoming Hard Times 10 ball tournament, which starts July 15th. Hopefully, they'll have them done in time. We're trying to arrange for some action between several players, actually. I don't want to get into announcing them right away, just because we all know how things fall through sometimes. Did you have something to say, Geraldine?
No.
Oh.
Dennis needs 1.
Shuff baby nut ball. I like that shot. Dennis doesn't. Because he's given up bank on the 10. I don't know if Brendan should play this bank on the 10. It's not the safest shot. It's tough at this point to lay your cue ball down correctly because there are a lot of potential banks, long banks, to both holes for both players. So Brandon took on the tempo. I think Dennis will play this 10 to the corner. Oh no, it didn't go because of the spotted ball. Good cue ball low. Well, 8-ball. Dangerous shot. Wow. Dennis is going to win this game if he makes this. I really don't know. You know, Brendan could have he could have waited it out. I know that he was struggling with, like, where should I put my cue ball? But there were more options than the one he played. All right, guys, game number 3 between Brandon Shuff, Dennis ORCOLLO. Brandon breaking. Pretty, you know what's so funny is this place is so big that it feels like it's slightly empty, even though there's a lot of people here, isn't that right?
There's a ton of people here.
There's
but
a ton of people.
It doesn't feel empty to me.
It feels
like it's like you go to BCA National.
yeah. Well, that's the thing is, this is an event space by all means. It's definitely an event space. There's room for vendors to put booths. There's all kinds of room here.
It's funny. A lot of places that you go to, the snooker tables won't be used, or like there's just kind of empty space there. And same with like the billiard tables at certain locations. And at this location, I mean, there was someone on the snooker table at any given point last night.
Yeah.
As well as the billiard table.
I really wish
we lived closer.
No, I just wish these knuckleheads would bring back snooker tables, like real snooker tables, because there would be players, especially in California. You have such a diverse community in California.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm just going to give it up right now. My little secret that I think would do really well is that if someone opened a room in Santa Monica with a minimum of 4 snooker tables, I think they would do really well, because the Santa Monica community has an extremely large British population. There's a huge British community in Santa Monica. Of course, the rent would be high. The table time would probably be like $24 an hour. But you'd see snooker.
I mean, it definitely works in certain communities. The San Gabriel Valley has one um, that has been open for how long?
Embassy Billiard Club has been open for 24 years, I think.
And then the green room has a couple of snooker tables, and those are, those are used a lot of the time too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they have a huge Armenian and Iranian
Exactly.
population in Glendale, so they love snooker and pyramids. Anyway, just
Do you know how many rounds are playing out today? Like when are they going to finish today? It's been asked a few times.
it's a good question. When somebody of any authority comes by, I will ask. We'll be sure to let you guys know. Sometimes the tournament directors, they don't divulge that information right away because they like to see how far they get.
Yeah, it's one pocket race to four is tough
Tell me about it. I
with
mean, look,
55 players.
our first match went 2 hours and 44 minutes. Tony Chohan and Edgy Geronimo. Somebody asked where Efren and Boosty went to. All I know is that they went to Chico. So I don't know what room they went to. They went to Chico. So, you want to do some detective work, Google pool rooms in Chico and just call them up. Say, hey,
You too can be an Efren and Boosty groupie.
Brendan gets a ball. Where is Chico? I can't remember. Is it south?
North, north.
Oh, yeah. I always get mixed up between Chino and Chico. Brendan's going to take on this thin cut on 13. Played a good cue ball. For those who don't know, this is the West Coast swing. The West Coast swing is not a new concept. We've actually done the West Coast swing we did the West Coast swing for 3 years. It happened 2000. I'm sorry, it went for 2 years straight. This tournament went for 3 years though. This is actually the 4th time they've had this tournament. Maybe I'm wrong. It's the 3rd time. Yeah, I think it's the 3rd time. The West Coast Challenge took place first year 2012, and that's when it was still part of the Seminole Tour. And then in 2013, we covered it with Lenny Marshall, the West Coast Challenge, and that was also.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. And that was the first year that we actually, we pigeonholed these tournaments all together, and we called it the West Coast Swing in 2013. But in 2014 and 15, what happened was California Billiards shut down in order to relocate to where we are now. So for 2 years, the West Coast Swing basically did not happen. But it wasn't all California Billiards' fault. It wasn't all due to that. It was also due to the fact that the BCA moved all of their events from spring to summer. So because of the shift of all of these, of those events, and also the shift of not having the California Billiard Club here, we had to rethink the whole West Coast swing concept. But now the Billiard Club is open, California Billiard Club, we're able to announce the West Coast swing this year. So we're really, really stoked about
I think you
that.
did a good job coordinating.
Hmm?
I think you did a good job coordinating. Very commendable.
Doing what?
Coordinating.
Coordinating. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to coordinate with all the rooms and get the dates right.
You know, because they all want a certain day, and they want their tournament for whatever reason. You know.
And at the same time, we still are taking our chances because we had the Colt Dixon around the July 4th weekend. A lot of people were concerned that the turnout would be low for that. And fortunately, it wasn't. It was very good. Brandon's on a roll right now. There's two ways he can play this. He can play this to come around table for the 3 in the corner, or he can just play this for a bank on the 3. He's coming around table. California Billiards also has monthly and weekly tournaments here. You should check their website for their schedule of tournaments. And also, you know, a word out to all of our tournament directors in the world or pool promoters out there. We highly recommend that you keep California Billiards in mind when considering your events. You can check out their website at californiabilliards.com. You can play this 2 rails and play off the bottom of the stack. The bank goes, though. What a nice shot, Brandon Schuff. Showing Dennis how it's done. Wow. Tricky shot there. Brandon coming 2 rails into the 5 and trying to play the 2 or one of those balls into the corner. But good cue ball. Dennis may try to play this 2-ball because he can leave the cue ball either long or come around 3 rails. Stand by, guys. I'll be right back. Coming up next, I believe, is Patrick Ray versus Santos Sambajon. Winner's side match on the live stream table.
There was a very good question in the chat room. How come they didn't in place the Grady rule here at this tournament?
Because this is a professional one pocket tournament. So there, playing one pocket the way it's supposed to be played. Professional format. Good question though.
I'm surprised by these two. Yeah. I'm surprised by these two players that it's not going a little faster.
Well, both players really want to win. It's 2-1. Orcollo is behind 1 game. Dennis Orcollo is up 6-0 in this game.
What's kind of funny is Dennis played last night against Chohan.
Yeah.
One pocket, and it was quick. And he beat him 5-1, right?
Yeah.
That was for like $1,000, $2,000.
Sure. And 4th place for this tournament is $1,000. So Dennis has already got 4th place. In a way. POVPOOL would like to thank the poolscene.com for additional promotion of the West Coast Swing events. Did you send it to them? Interesting.
I think they have a feed. I could be wrong.
Yeah, you might be right. Anyway, the West Coast Challenge and the West Coast Swing of Pool made it to the poolscene.com. Thanks a lot. I hope he changed the misspell. Oh, there's a there's a typo on that email. Moroni points. No, they're Moscone points.
It was 2 a.m. when I wrote the
Macaroni
email.
points.
I feel so embarrassed. I sent out an email blast to let people know about the stream today through this weekend, and it was about 2 a.m. and I was pretty exhausted. I was actually falling asleep at the computer, and instead of writing Moscone points for the 10-ball event, I put Moroni points.
By the way, we want to give you guys a shout out in San Francisco, in Hayward, in Danville, in Elk Grove, Pleasanton, Manhattan Beach, Simi Valley, Phoenix, Arizona, Peoria, Henderson, Nevada, San Diego, and any of you out there in the international countries. I can't track you right now, but I do see some of you out there on our website right now, watching our live stream and keeping track of all of these events. Also, in Witchburg, Canada, I want to give you guys a shout out. In Whitchurch, Stoutville, Canada. Stouffville.
You must be rooting for John Moore.
Must be rooting. Yeah, Mr. Smooth, John Mora is playing in this event. Mentor, Redmond, Torrance, Troy, and Washington. Thanks for watching. Please share and tell a friend. And in Clearwater, Florida.
That's
What?
probably Bill Smith,
Bill Smith? Oh, yeah.
because he was saying he was in Florida.
It's a great thing that we are able to stream, anything these days. People from all over the world can access these events as they happen. You still got the same ball count, my love?
I believe so. I was just counting balls on the table.
6-0. Looks like it.
Might be missing one.
No, I think you're right. There's 10 on the table. There's 9 on the table. Dennis will be happy to see any kind of shot right now. He can make this 12 ball. Just got to be very careful. He'll sell out the one ball if he misses. Did you pick up our cheesecake? Dennis opted to play the safer shot. Looks like Brandon can back cut the 5 in the corner. It goes. And 11's available. Brandon on the board. 2 games to 1 here. Overcut that ball. Looks like Brandon covered the 11. Oh, I guess he owed a ball, huh? So it's back to 0. Brandon's paid up. I guess Dennis is going to have to grind it out more. No point in being aggressive right now. He's up 6-0 in this game. Wow, he did play that bank. Boy, he was all or nothing on that shot. on the board with a ball. Brandon playing for one. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. ORCOLLO playing for one. Brandon on the board with the ball. I'm not going to touch the score. Now I am going to touch the score. My bad, folks. Nine on the board. 7 on the 6 on the table. Solid shot by Brandon. Oh no, side pocket. Wow, look at this ball. Track to the pocket. That was a beautiful shot. Dennis will still probably take it out. Now we have ourselves an end game with Brandon needing everything. This could go. It's going to be short. That shot actually is going to work out for Dennis because Dennis only needs one ball. And so really, he only needs to have one ball exposed. I don't know what's going to happen here. Looks a bit messy. Dennis probably should just thin the 6. Bring his cue ball down table. There's a 2-railer on for the 4 ball. He might opt to, he could just thin the 6 and bring his cue ball down table. But he might just baby these balls and freeze up to whatever these balls are, freeze up to the little stack here. And just kind of force Brandon to play a safety. He's going to thin the ball. Yep. He thinned it a little. He hit it kind of thick. I thought he was going to hit it a little thinner. He hit that just hard enough to come back up and make the 4-ball safe. Little bit thick. Dennis is looking at this 8. Hey, G.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep.
Looks like the last round will start at 9 p.m. tonight,
Okay.
Pacific Standard Time. So, in all, it looks like they're shooting to finish tonight by midnight.
Oh, an early night for us. Wow. Brandon slowly creeping up. Wow, he went for that. You know why? Because his love it. He played that because he didn't want his cue ball coming around 3 rails and leaving a straight shot for Dennis. 3-railer here from Dennis to close the gap and make it 2 games apiece. It's going to be a little short. My apologies, guys. Brandon SHUFF only has 3. I don't think he made another ball. I see 5 on the table. Well, Brandon has to scratch here, so. Brandon just came up to us to check and make sure that a cue ball off the table is a foul. Yes, it is. So that's my favorite shot. For those that know me at hard times, they know.
Everywhere.
Huh?
Everywhere.
They know that I'm so good at that shot from anywhere on the table. Good shot, Brandon. This match just passing the 2-hour mark. We're at 2 hours and 4 minutes. Wow, what a shot. Just trying to bring the cue ball back down in the 13, either as a bank or a straight in, playing the short side, but he got on the 50-yard line. Brandon's hanging in there, though. Uh-oh. Wow. Fortunate. A fortuitous roll, they call it. But not perfect because you want to leave the 13 ball. Would have been a lot more fortuitous if the 13 ball rolled closer to the corner pocket. He's got Dennis thinking, though. That's a start. Brendan can't see enough of that 5 to bank at it. Test of patience. This game. Five ball. This could do it. Nope. I don't think Dennis likes it. Yes, he does. Oh, he babied it. I think he wanted to just send it down there and protect it with the 6. He's trying to set a trap. You know, Brendan might actually have to take his own ball out just because of that. That's where you're thinking ahead really helps in one pocket. Wow. Whoa, this is gonna be game over. I mean, I don't see Dennis missing this shot. Tough action. Tough action for Brandon Schuff. Loses this game 8-2. Score now is even. 2-2 in a race to 4. Okay, here we go. Let's reset the score here. 0-0. It's going to be Brandon Schuff and Dennis ORCOLLO. We've already seen 2 hours and 15 minutes of painstaking action here between these two boys. It's Brandon's break. Dennis really grinding it out against Brandon, who I believe won the first 2 games. God knows it's been so long now. Can't remember. But this is part 2 of this 2-part match. It's taking place at California Billiard Club in Fremont, California, 40510 Albrea Street in Fremont, California. Come on down, guys. And be sure to give California Billiards a like on Facebook. Our real-time feed page is brought to you by Geraldine Thibodeau on POVPOOL.com, and we'd like to thank CompuSport for helping us with providing us the technology to provide you with the real-time digital bracket. You can download CompuSport to your phone and follow your favorite player. Dennis is going to take a foul. So get on your phone now and download from the Google Play Store or from your iPhone app store and get CompuSport. Hey, B. Good to see you. Both players owe a ball now. So Dennis needs to, he's going to capitalize as much as he can here. Interesting. Yeah, I was going to say, why doesn't he play the 7? If he wants to come out for the 5, he can play the 7. He could also just come out for the 14 again. Oh, he's taking it out. I'm sorry. I got a little distracted, so I got taken away from the screen. Honestly, I think Dennis was lucky he didn't leave a bank there. I think he was trying to get behind the stack. Hope you guys are better now. We had a little buffering too, did we not? I think we're better now. By the way, if you guys are in the area and you're interested, I have some DVDs for sale. I have Mika Iminen's Mastering Pool, volumes 1 and 2, and 3. I also have Power 1 Pocket 1 and 2, both volumes 1 and 2. And in addition to that, I have the Venom Trick Shots DVD, the original Venom Trick Shots DVD. So if anybody wants any, just feel free to hit me up. You can send me an email, Daniel at POVPOOL. Dennis tried to finesse that ball into the corner. He tried to play a bank combo. Didn't work out for him. Two games apiece here. Both players owe a ball. Wow. Did Dennis, Brandon made Dennis's ball. So that blows for Brandon. I don't know what he was doing there. All right, Dennis is on the track now. Looks like due to the length of this match, the scheduled match on this table between Patrick Ray and Santos Sambajon has been moved to table 3. So I'm not really sure who's going to be on the live stream table next now. I'm not sure. You know, I think I saw some either some movement in his arm when he played that shot, or there was no movement and he was lined up wrong. He's trying to spin that ball, draw it back. Let's take a look at his execution there before Brendan shoots this shot. Okay, Brendan did shoot. Just made a ball. Let's go back to this. Brandon's going to be paid up if he doesn't scratch. He's also got a chance to make a few balls here. This was possibly a costly miss by Dennis. Oh, no. Brandon's paid up. He's got one ball. So the costliness of the miss now goes the other way. Tables are turned. Yeah, he may have taken his eyes off that, but you know, there's no way for me to tell. I wasn't looking at his eyes. Dennis playing for 3, and I see them all right there. Whoa. He'll probably come off the 5. No, he drew out a little bit more than I expected. He's perfect. He'll get to the hill on this game, provided that he makes this 7 ball. That's it, buddy. You need 1. Really? Huh. Okay. No, he needed 1. Or Brendan said that's good. I don't know. Moscone points will be awarded for this event.
Not Maroney points.
For the 10 ball. It was all part of the West Coast swing. And the West Coast swing is a collection of 6 events altogether. For more information, go to povpool.com/West Coast Swing. So, with Dennis on the hill, pressure's on Brandon right now. And it's Dennis's break. Brandon's seeing if these 2 balls are wired, the 4 and the 5. It would be wired toward a combo of some kind. That would be Brandon's pocket right there. So I'm not really sure it's wise to go there with that shot. Phew, boy, that's stretching it a little, isn't it? Lots going on in this rack. Yeah, I didn't see the harm in that shot. I thought that was the most obvious shot to play. Actually, it worked out for Brandon. He's got Dennis now having to play a risky shot to try to knock both these balls away. Or he can just play some kind of way so that he gets his cue ball into the other side of the 10. The only route that I see, which is a very difficult one, would be to thin the 6. See what he does. This is one of the masters at work, by the way. Dennis Orcollio's no slouch at this game, as you guys are well aware. Yeah, he just needed to lag his cue ball to the end of the rail. And, you know, Brendan, he's still protecting himself from Brendan. And Brendan, likewise, is going to try to protect himself back now. Those 2 balls that he's got on his bottom rail are helping him out, but it's not going to last forever. Dennis might take this bank on the 11. But it might not be time for that. He's going to kick. I get the feeling Dennis is going to kick here. With some speed, looks like. Risky shot. He's going to soft kick it. Yeah. There you go. This puts Brandon in a little bit of trouble. You might be able to see the top of the 5 ball, or the underside of it, so he could use the 5 ball to spin his cue ball under the 3. No ball count yet in this game. It's still 0-0. Dennis Orcollio's on the hill. Wow. Boy, that was risky. Dennis is going to hunt for a shot here. Left that window, huh, for the 1 ball. He's pretty straight on this 3. You could play the 3, bank the 10. Maybe. He's grabbing his extension. By the way, Dennis Orcollio is also a Tiger-sponsored player. He's been working with Tiger now his 2nd year. Brandon just dropped his cue. Wow. I don't think it was intentional, but Strange time for that to happen, I gotta tell you. That's gonna be wide. After this match, if there's time between this and the next match, we'll toggle over, show you a little bit of Jerry Machin versus Oscar Dominguez. That match is going on right now next to us. You guys all ought to really just come here. Watch the best in the world. I think Dennis is thinking about either just taking that out or twist banking. Might be a little bit of room to twist bank it. We're into this match now almost 3 hours. This is part 2. Twist the bank. Wow, what a shot. Take notes, kids. What a pretty shot. What a pretty shot that was. Ooh. No, it's not really off the tit. It's not really off the tit. It's really just, you hit that with the outside spin, is what you do. At least it feels like outside when I'm shooting at it. No, it wasn't frozen. It was not frozen. You basically overcut it to hit just above the tit, just above the point of the corner pocket. And then the spin, the outside spin, takes it back in. Yeah, well, we might be switching over to Oscar and Jerry sooner than you think. It's 3-0, last game. Brandon's struggling here to find the right shot. Dennis is almost certain to take this 9-ball bank. He'll float his cue ball past the 10. Shouldn't have a problem. He won't come in contact with it. If anything, he hits the 15 going up. And then hopefully he'll shoot at the 6 or the 7. But this is in all day. I'm sorry, not the 6, not the 7, but the 4 ball. He may have blocked himself and doubled up from the 2, and I don't know if you can see the 6 ball. What is he shooting at now? Oh. Dennis played for 3. The 6 ball is now available. So is the 4. This could be curtains. We'll cinch this. Yep. It's going to be over. That's it. Wow. Wow. Brandon really, he hung in there big time. He was ahead 2 games to 0 and just shot that shot a little too hasty, I guess. He could have lagged his cue ball a little further down table. He would have taken away that bank from Dennis if he did, but unfortunately for him, he's playing Dennis ORCOLLO, one of the toughest and top 5 money players in the world.